Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. If you're new, thanks very much for dropping by, and if you're returning to get a little bit more of the madness that I supply, then thank you for coming back. This week we will be doing this festival and sci-fi inspired look, which basically is a grey, black and silver look, which was requested by one of you. So if you'd like to find out a little bit more about that, please do keep on watching. Right, here we go then, and I'll tell you what I'm using as we go along. So this look is black, grey and silver, and it was requested by one of my lovely subscribers whose name is Robin, and she says that she's allergic to quite a lot of highly pigmented, brightly coloured eyeshadows and makeups, and could I do something with black, grey and silver for her? So obviously I had to say, of course, yes, I'd love to. So I hope you're watching, Robin, because this is just for you. Now I'm using this palette by Makeup Obsession. There we go. It's called Black is the New Black, or Black is the New, a bit scruffy really. I've had it for quite some time, and as you can see, it's got quite a lot of things that you could use in a look like this. The other one you could use, if you've got it, is this Technic one that you can get on Amazon, and this is like no money at all. I think it's £3 something, maybe 4 a push, but Make Me Up Miss made me buy this one, and I haven't regretted a moment of it. It's very good. And of course, if you're a bougie sort of a person, there is that lovely Natasha Denona black and grey palette, which you may or may not have. I don't. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to have a go at this. As you can see on this side, I have already done the look. I put a little star using my Lottie London star stamp, and I've put some glitter flakes using my Barry M Pick and Glitz in some colour called Extra, maybe, possibly. I think my eyesight's not as bad as it was, but it's not very well lit in here because I've only got one soft light at the moment, and I'm hoping to get a ring light so that I'll be able to look all, you know, smooth and airbrushed and lovely for you, because that's what ring lights do apparently. Right, so off we go then, and in the Black is the New Black palette there are 4 colours that we're going to be using: black, smoked, cryptic, I think it says, yep, cryptic, and mist. So we're going to start off with the black, and for this I have got the tiniest little brush. I mean, it's teeny, and the reason for this is that you need to get quite a we don't need to go too far up when you go around your crease for this. So the first thing to do is get it going here, just in the outer V area. Go along the bottom a little bit as well. I do hope you can see this. Oh, don't want to cover my face with the mirror. And then where your crease is, just when you're looking forwards, just take it along there, and then try and get it to go in a nice arch. There we go, that's reasonably symmetrical, I believe. And then you can go back in, get a real spade full of black, whack it on, and then stamp it round again. And the idea here is that this is where you're going to be carving your silver out. You need to get a good black base to start it off with. Now, obviously, if you haven't got any of these palettes, and you haven't got any palettes that have got black and white in, you can usually get black and white singles for quite cheap. There we go. And talking about singles, let's just unhide my brushes. I treated myself to a single from Titmouse Cosmetics the other day. If you don't know them, I highly recommend that you check them out. I will link them somewhere. It's basically sort of a one-woman band, really, based down in the West Country. And the things she does are absolutely gorgeous. In fact, before I forget, this beautiful lash which I have on is something I also got from there, and she sells these lashes called, let me get it in, there we go, House of Boo, which is rather lovely. And the style I'm wearing is the eponymous style, the House of Boo style. And they're just lovely. They're so curly, exactly the right length. I haven't had to cut this at all, and normally with false lashes I'm deciding which end to cut off first. Anyway, so I'm taking just quite a small little fluffy brush, and I'm just starting to tease or tickle or just slightly soften the top edge of this black, and of course around the bottom as well. And then just make sure I've got all my brushes on the table. That's that one, that's that. Then we're going to go in with the darker of the two greys, which is called Smoked. And this, you can pat it on sort of half on, half off the edge of the black, and then just start gently blending it outwards like so, and then you can go back in and be a little bit more robust with your blending style. Just make sure it looks reasonably symmetrical. Well, it sort of does, but you know I always have trouble when I do these looks, but what can you do? So then I will go in with the slightly lighter grey colour, which is called Cryptic. I think, yes, Cryptic. I thought it said cryptid there for a moment, but it doesn't. A cryptid, as everybody knows, is a possibly mythological, possibly not, natural being. What are cryptids? Cryptids are like, oh, I know, Bigfoot, Yeti, Mokele Mbembe, the sort of animals that might be out there, but then again, who knows? So those are what cryptids are. And they have such lovely names, Chupacabra, things like that. There we go. So we're taking this lighter grey and we're blending it out slightly. I'm not going to do a bit over here, do a bit there, like that. And take it along the bottom if you can, and just whoosh it round a bit. I might put a little bit more black around there, actually, to be fair. Yes, so I'm sure Robin isn't alone in finding that some of the very pigmented colours are not for her. So I'm sure that if you are in a similar boat, then you'll be looking to do things with black and grey and silver, and I'm just using the white now just to take the edge out a tad. And the other thing with this sort of look is you can make it as small or as blown out as you really want, and I think it's very suitable for pretty much any occasion. Work, maybe you do a little bit less silver. Any other occasion though, simply whack this on and you won't go far wrong, I don't think. Just go round here a bit more, get the other brush, go in here. It's all just a case of back and forth until you're happy with the blend, which I appear not to be. There, that's better. And then you can take the white up as high as you like. Really pull it out. Let me just look on the other side. Yeah. The only trouble on my side here is you can, I don't know if I just point to it, you can really see this scar here. Or maybe you can't. I can. With the shadows from this light. This was the one where I was coming back from a run, walking, crossing the road, and I'd foolishly gone across the lawns by the seafront, and I was wearing my road shoes and got some mud on the bottom because it had just been raining, and I went to step on the edge of the curb on the other side of the road after I'd crossed the road, and just the whole thing just went thunk, and my head hit the pavement, cut my head open. But no more cutting open of heads, I've decided. I've got that one. I got this nice one, which you'll remember from a couple of falls ago, and then I've got another one on the back of my head, which I actually managed to do on the way to the hospital for something else. So, you know. Anywho, what we're going to do now is get some Revolution cut crease canvas or similar. You can obviously use what's the word I'm looking for? Concealer. And we're going to take some tiny brush, teeny tiny brush. Not that one, not that one. Yeah, it must be that one. Right, let me just, I've forgotten my tea towel, half a mo. There we go. Put my tea towel on my lap because I don't really want to wipe my brush on my skirt. The key here is when you're doing this with whatever you're using, I mean you could even use white liquid eyeshadow, which I nearly did, but then I thought no, it'll go horribly wrong. But the key here is to start off with not as much as you think you might need, because it will never dry at a rate that you can get the silver on sensibly. So you get a tiny little bit, and then just above the crease, just where it starts blending out, and then fill it in, just tapping it on really, because you don't want great bucket loads of it, as I say, otherwise it'll never dry. And get it going round like that. Little bit under here. I tried on the other side to get it to go into a point, but you know, do it how you like. Once you're happy with the shape and the elephantine folds of your eyes. Is that the adjective? Is it elephantine? What's the adjective for pachyderm? Pachydermous? Pachydermic? Pachydermic, maybe. I don't know. So I'm just making sure I can see the line here, because with this eye closed, my left eye, I think it's my long distance eye, or is it? No, I think, who knows. Such a long time ago that I had my eyes refashioned. One is for long and one is for short, and your brain fills in the gaps. Anyway, so we're going back into this lovely palette. Black is a New Black. And they have this silver in there, the name of which is Sparkle. And it is absolutely lovely. So I am getting, again, a very small brush and just loading it up and just patting it on over the white cut crease canvas, or whatever it is that you've used, concealer or whatever it might be. Hey presto, you have a delightful silver cut crease. And then you can, I don't know why it's more shiny on one side than the other, it's probably the brush. You can then go back with your black and just blend this little edge here. I will do a line to stick my lash to. This, as usual, is Essence liquid ink, because we love that. And you'll have to excuse my hand. Can I do it so you can see? Probably not. Rather than repeat the star on this side, I thought I would have a go at something which I got inspired the other day when I was watching, I don't know if you've been watching it at all, it's a Star Trek spin-off called Strange New Worlds. Now, because I'm as old as the hills, the first Star Trek, the original series with Captain Kirk, was the one I grew up with. And I've watched most of the other ones. I still find the odd one of Next Generation that I haven't seen before. Not quite sure how that works, and the one that was called Enterprise, by the end I could live without it. But this Strange New World is terrific. Discovery is terrific as well. But anywho, there was this rather, I can't tell you what she's like because that would give it away, but there's this character and she had a sort of pattern on her face, as obviously she's an alien, so it's part of her skin. So I thought I would have a go at that and see how we go. So we'll get, these are my nail art tools, which I haven't used for nail art ever, I don't think. And we're going to put a little bit of, actually I've got it ready here, where is it? A little bit of, it's not wet. My high-vis water activated. It's not full of water, so it won't be activated. So stand by. Right, try again. Got some water. Spray it in here and off we jolly well go. So what I'm going to try and do is like little dots in a shape, starting large and getting smaller, so bear with. Not sure. Let me know what you think. obviously first attempt, so could be better, but I like the sort of theory of it. And I think if I had more I've got foundation on my ear. I think if I had more different sizes of these, maybe it would be better. And maybe the water activated isn't the best thing to do it with. Anyway, the other thing I was going to say before I put my lash on was this lipstick. This is the most beautiful black lipstick in the history of everything, and it's Sleepwalker by Black Moon Cosmetics. It's so beautiful. I hardly ever use it. I save it for best, and for best read Today. It just goes on effortlessly. It stays on, obviously, and the doe foot is just perfect. I was comparing it because the other day I wore my black in Weirdo, and to be honest with you, I really wasn't happy with how the doe foot performed because it was going all over the place. And here I've got quite a defined Cupid's bow using the little doe foot in here. And if you are in America, or if you've got someone that can get these for you, highly recommend. And this was given to me by my lovely friend Ari, who sends me things from time to time. Not that I'm worthy of her, but because she is extremely courageous and brave, doing a lot of protecting and serving out there in America where it's very dangerous. So she really is a hero. Anyway, let me put a lash on and then we'll come back and decide how much we hate this look. So that's the finished look. This side is sort of festivally glittery side. This side is the not quite sure what I was doing, but with a little practice it might look better side. But the actual eye look, the eyeshadow, the pattern, the cut crease, that's what we're all about. That is done especially for you, Robin, and I hope it gives you at least an idea of what you can do with some basic greys and blacks and a white and a little bit of silver. I did also use a bit of metallic silver eyeliner, but I don't think, because it came from Primark, and I don't think you can get it anymore because it is about 3,500 years old, so who knows. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and if you can carry on telling me about your pets, it's absolutely fascinating finding out a little bit more about the animals that you have watching with you. My friend Suzanne wrote in last week and said that her horse couldn't fit on the sofa with her, but you know, if she was smaller, she was sure that she would watch as well. But we let off horses and larger animals. If you'd like to show me some love by buying me a coffee, then do please go to my Ko-fi page/account, which will be linked, and you can do just that. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well. And in the meantime, everybody, just remember, some things you can't control. What you can control is how you react to those things. So please, everybody, take care of yourselves and your little corner of the world, and don't forget to stay strange. Bye for now, everybody. See you next time.